Why do narcissists want to hurt you? Many victims of narcissistic abuse often wonder this. Herman, the founder of this channel, went looking for an answer to that question. During his research, he came across a lot of recognition and new insights. In this video, we share them. Hurt people hurt people. There is a saying that goes, hurt people hurt people. Now, of course, being hurt is not an excuse to hurt other people. Also, not everyone who is hurt will hurt other people. However, there are people who are emotionally hindered because of a trauma and who, unconsciously, hurt other people. Why do narcissists want to hurt you? The American writer Neil Donald Walsh wrote, "You're hurt so much that you have to hurt me too." Someone with narcissistic personality disorder has rejected his or her true self. Instead, they have created a false self. But their true selves sometimes surface with feelings like, I'm not good, I don't belong, people don't accept me, no one can be trusted, and others will hurt me if I don't hurt them. So a narcissist, like the victims of narcissistic abuse, is in a permanent survival mode. The true self is too damaged to develop a healthy and solid identity. Therefore, the false self must be continually affirmed. When someone does not confirm that false self-image, but instead questions it, they are faced with narcissistic anger. The narcissist then punishes you by hurting you, or in some cases through physical violence. Narcissists believe they have a right to confirmation of their false selves. It doesn't seem to occur to them that there is something wrong with them themselves. And so they also take no responsibility for their own trauma and dysfunction. For the narcissist, you are an extension of their ego. You are purely a tool for their self-medication, read Narcissistic Supply. In the end, no one will be able to meet these idiotic demands. But a narcissist has absolutely no understanding for this. On the contrary, they hold you responsible for their psychological wounds. They will punish you without any pangs of conscience. What is Narcissistic Supply? I just mentioned Narcissistic Supply. The term narcissistic supply was first used by the Austrian psychoanalyst Otto Fenichel. This term is often used to describe a person's pathological or excessive urge for attention and admiration, or a corresponding need that leaves no room for the feelings, opinions, and preferences of others. Why does the narcissist want to hurt you? An interesting aspect is that a narcissist often selects his or her victims. The decisive factor is that they see in you a suitable person to provide them with narcissistic supply. Why do narcissists hurt the ones they love? When you are no longer able to meet the narcissist's unreasonable demands, the narcissist starts to hate you. They blame you for not being that source of narcissistic supply they thought you were. Then the narcissist will devalue you and look elsewhere for narcissistic supply. So cheating. The victim wonders confusedly why the narcissistic partner has suddenly changed so much. Where has that wonderful person gone that you once fell in love with? The inconvenient truth is that the narcissist was never in love with you. He or she was only interested in you as a narcissistic supply. Projection. People tend to look at the world as they see themselves. A narcissist therefore thinks that everyone is fake, because they themselves are. Other people are to them no more than objects that they can manipulate and abuse at will. They must control you lest you control them. Why do narcissists like to hurt you? Victims often think that narcissists take pleasure in hurting others. So, out of sadism. But the Australian writer and narcissism expert Melanie Tonia Evans thinks otherwise. According to her, a narcissist hurt you in order to punish you for not helping the narcissist feel better. In other words, they hurt you because you no longer provide them with narcissistic supply. No empathy. Due to their lack of empathy, narcissists are also unable to understand that others can be in pain. As a result, they never stop hurting others. A good test to know whether you are dealing with a narcissist or psychopath is the following method. When someone has seriously hurt you, you make yourself vulnerable. You show that you are sad about it and name it. A normal person will then flinch. Say it wasn't meant to be, and make excuses. But not a narcissist or psychopath. These will go the extra mile. Why do narcissists want to hurt you, and do they realize? According to Melanie Tonia Evans, narcissists are not aware of this. They are unable to understand feelings such as sentiment, emotional pain, or regret. According to her, narcissists have no idea what they have done to you. They believe that they are the victim who has been mistreated by you. Why do narcissists want to hurt their own children? Herman, the founder of this YouTube channel and the website Unmasking has an interesting example of this. He has a narcissistic mother. On the day he broke off contact with her, he wrote her a letter and personally delivered it. This letter was actually a desperate last-ditch attempt to finally talk to her about the mental abuse during his childhood. It is going a bit too far to quote the entire letter here, but I will quote the last lines. These are significant. I quote, "The bad comments you made recently were the straw that broke the camel's back for me. You have no idea how much you hurt me with this. What I have put in this letter I have carried with me for decades. There's no turning back now, either you face the facts or you've lost me too." End of the quote. Years later Herman heard that she has shown this letter to others, as proof of how bad Herman would be. This proves how disturbed she is herself, and that she is unable to put herself in her son's misery and also has no insight whatsoever into her own behavior. In fact, she even thinks others see it exactly the same way as she does. That while in the letter Herman mentions several things about her that a normal person would be deeply ashamed of. And she casually lets others read that, thinking they will see Herman as the bad guy. What does the narcissist want to achieve by hurting? Back to the question, why do narcissists want to hurt you? We previously discussed what narcissists use to select their potential victims. On the fact that you can provide them with narcissistic supply. And if you don't do that anymore, you will be punished. You now know that the narcissist never loved you as a person. Your well-being and needs didn't matter. All the narcissist needs you for is to provide him or her with narcissistic supply. Yet it may be that you had the feeling that you have had a close relationship with the narcissist. This was actually all played out. When the narcissist then starts hurting you, you are deeply shocked. But why do narcissists want to hurt you anyway? That is to get a response that feeds him or her again with narcissistic supply. If you want to know more about why a narcissist is hurting others, read the article on the website. There you find more real-life examples. On the website, you can also download a free ebook with 10 tips for recovery after narcissistic abuse. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so you don't miss our new videos. Thanks for watching, and I see you in our next video.